Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys all so much for stopping by. If you don't already know, hold on one second. What's going on, everyone? We don't got Restream up in the chat. Let me fix that real quick. But my name is Eli with PokemartUSA. For those of you guys that don't know, Tuesdays and Thursdays are our Q&A session days because I don't typically have the time to go through and answer all your guys' questions on our Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos in the comment section. And so today is the day where I'm going to be doing that for you guys. Usually I title the video based on the last one that I most recently posted, but today is a little bit of a special day in terms of a video. As you guys can see the title, it is my birthday. I don't feel 24 yet, but apparently I am. So shout out to everyone who is stopping by here. But other than that, I mean, the same old format, man. Like Q&A, don't let it feel like it's anything different. I just thought it'd be fun to just, be here with you guys on my birthday. But without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Obviously, in terms of any sort of exciting news, I don't think I'm going to make a video on it just because we've kind of pressed it so much. But obviously, for those that don't know, secret rares were officially revealed for Trigger. So I'll pull that up on the screen. And then, of course, as well, I want to give a couple of shout outs to the people that are currently here. I don't know what's going on. I think I need to go into my YouTube. I think I might need to go into my YouTube feed because on my Streamlabs end, things are not working in terms of seeing who was actively chatting. So let me go to the live real quick so I can start to give some shout outs to the people that are here as it stands right now. Because I saw John Boy was messaging when I was on my phone looking, but for some reason I don't see him on the main one, which means something's not right. But yeah, well, we've got that, obviously, all other arts are revealed, but all right, here we go. Now I can see on the other end. So we've got TT here. Shout out to TT. John Doe is here. John Boy is here. Ari Sky is here. Kulashib, Pika Pika, JMO, Posam, and Zookeeper as well. And then DJ and John Fellers. And I think that's it. Thank you guys once again so much for stopping by and being early to the stream. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good day today as far as live stream goes. So I hope you guys are ready to enjoy the ride and have any questions that you may want to have. October birthdays for the win? Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah, no, October 20th, baby. So, and then my fiance is on the 8th. So it's kind of funny. We're both really close. I've always loved October as a birthday. It's weird, man. I know some people are like, I wish I was born here. I wish my name was this. But honestly, I feel like I've been pretty blessed. I love October for me, and and so I'm happy about it. But thank you, brother. Happy birthday, Eli. What is the news on the physical store? So news on the physical store is the hard launch is tomorrow, which ironically enough, what's kind of funny? So the hard launch is tomorrow, and my first ever date that the website went live for PokemartUSA was actually October 21st, 2020. So the LGS is actually opening the same date. So I think that's kind of cool. But soft launch for that is going live tomorrow. And then, of course, I will be flying in town next week back to Bend, Oregon. And I will be there for the official hard launch release, which I'm excited about. And I'll make a YouTube video about it for you guys. So you guys can get to see the insides of it all. But I'm excited for it. What's up, Hashcatchum? How we doing, brother? Hopefully all is well with you. Thanks for stopping by. John Doring, always good to see you too. Bob Bravo. Yeah, dude, it's awesome. I'm excited about it. I'm really excited. Just been counting down the days. Your nephew's birthday is today too? Well, shout out to your nephew then. Give him a little happy birthday as well. It's a good day. But yeah, no, I mean, as far as it goes with just, the news with the alt arts revealed. I mean, we already knew, of course, what was going to be revealed. Really came down to, just looking at the images. Obviously, Gape Jog Ba, and then the Leafy Camo Poncho we got alt art designs for. But, we had already had the list out for a while. So, here's now the official images of the leaks, of course, because the new set's coming out tomorrow. So, in Japan. Of course, in Japan. So, but happy birthday! I appreciate that, Catchem. Have you seen the prices rise on STC codes? I have heard some people mention that, Christopher. They're up to $10 now, I think, from like $4 or $5. Thanks, Gabe. I appreciate that. Pokemon polls. Crimson Dragon. Thank you guys all so much for the warm welcomes. I do appreciate that. I also, as well, as a part of the birthday gift, I got a really nice new gaming chair for my fiance, so that was really cool. And then my parents gave me $200 in an Amazon gift card to go shop and get myself some new gear to like hopefully upgrade. So obviously 200 is not a ton, but I'm like, all right, I could, you know, get a new L desk. I could get some LED lights in the background. That's enough for a decent microphone. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the money to go towards like helping improve the stream. So just because you guys were obviously talking about new streamer setup, so people were asking me, what do I want for my birthday? And I'm like, I want stuff that I can, you know, use to help improve the stream. What's my favorite alt from Paradigm's Trigger? I mean, obviously the Lugia is awesome. I think it's cool as well that they're going to have new textures, I would say. The Lugia is definitely by far my favorite. I would say a second place would, I mean, it'd probably be Regidrago. Regidrago has actually got a kind of cool design, and it also has a Lugia in the background, so I like that. Skunk Tank V, whatever, an unknown. I mean, I knew there was going to be an unknown alt art, but I was wishing it was going to look cooler. But I understand it's like it's where it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the runes in the Johto region. Am I doing that right? Gen 2. I think Gen 2 is Johto. Because it's Kanto, Johto. Yeah, it's Johto. So this is in the like the runes for those people that remember if you've played the game. I'm really liking the Skunk Tank alt art. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's cool. It has the Paris in the background and some cool floral designs in it. I put a second code in my UPC order, so I hope it doesn't get canceled. Yeah, seriously. Are there any slept-on sets that you think now is a good time to buy? More so talking vintage sets. Ooh, that's a good question. I would say that's kind of a hard one, Hash, just because I would say that the majority of them are still overpriced. Now, if you want to talk about, like, it's a good opportunity to buy compared to when it was at its all-time high, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look and see. If I were to go back and say, what sets do I think are starting to get into a prime position of value? I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like this might be controversial, but I still think some of the Black and White era sets are undervalued. Same goes with some of the Heart Gold Soul Silver era booster boxes. Some of them are going for only a couple thousand. And I think they could be worth well more when you're looking at how Diamond and Pearl is. But like I said before, like that's from all-time highs to where they are now, so it's like taking that into consideration. I mean, some of the EX era sets, I mean, like a Power Keepers, for example, I think I've seen it as cheap as like $10,000 for a Power Keeper set, and I think that's absolutely dirt cheap when you're looking at how WotC is around the same price. And this is such a better set than standard unlimited WotC boxes. Well, WotC boxes are actually cheaper, but I should say first ed ones. I mean, you get the 3 shinies, and you get a Charizard in the set, and a Flygon, and a Salamence, and an Absol, and a Metagross. I mean, honestly, Power Keepers is an incredible set. That's why I'm so excited that we got a heavy pack. Obviously, you know, I heard EXs are really tricky to pull, so we're hoping we at least get a holo out of it. But if we could get an EX, oh dude, you know how sweet that would be to get from that Power Keepers pack. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard to say because I'm not really like in a point right now where I'm like, oh my god, these are massively undervalued. It's tough. Next question. Spencer says, happy birthday. I appreciate that, Spencer. Forrest TCG says, hey, how's it going? New here and hope you're doing well. I am. I appreciate it, and thanks for stopping by. Zookeeper says, ooh, sorry, I'm shaking the desk. Got a Secret Lab chair as well for a little over a year. You'll love it. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been, my old chair has been giving me a lot of back pain, so I needed some more support. Travis, my boy, thank you so much for stopping by. Happy birthday, says, thank you, I appreciate it. Good to see you here. What am I up to? I don't know, man. Let's see. I played a little bit of video games this morning. I've been getting into Overwatch 2 with my buddy, so I've been playing that. And then obviously I'm streaming with you guys, and then I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of the day. I don't think I really have anything super planned unless my fiance has something that she's gonna surprise me with outside of my gift. So I just wanted to show it off to you guys on stream, obviously. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think we have any really big plans that I can think of, so just stream with you guys right now. Just sold my SD Charizard and bought another code from eBay. Free money? Literally free money, John. I don't understand it. Grabbed a 10 SDC with 10 Arceus boxes with codes were cheap. Satisfying to have a stack of SDCs as it is cheap. Exactly, dude. It's so crazy. Brian Wings says, happy birthday. I appreciate that. John says, $2. Sharing the wealth of your birthday. Best of luck. Hey, I appreciate that. Thanks for the $2. I appreciate that, good sir. But yeah, no, I don't really have any big plans for the day. So just gonna take it easy, just gonna chill, see how things go, obviously with the live stream. So, but I'm enjoying myself. I'm glad, of course, to be able, I mean, literally it was one of those things where I was like, all right, do I want to live stream today? It's my birthday. And then I was like, yeah, of course. I want to spend my birthday with the people that I spend a large amount of my time with on a daily basis when you really think about it. Appreciate it, Brian. Bob Bravo says, also just got some Silver Tempest break packs. Lugia's my childhood. Well, I appreciate that. Oh, I might as well do the shameless shilling then. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and be subscribed to the YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we do weekly giveaways as well. But shameless shill, might as well do it. I gotta do it every time. We do have Silver Tempest break packs still available for sale, and then of course as well our PokemartUSA official mystery packs for anyone who's interested in those. You can go pick those up on our site, PokemartUSA.com. They have a much more increased odds. Instead of 1 in 25, they are now 1 in 16, and silver is now 1 in 8 instead of 1 in 10, so you've got much better odds. And of course, I've mentioned many times before, we purposely weigh the packs in your favor so that we can make sure you have more chances of getting heavies than you do light packs for the golds and silvers, which is why our main most expensive pack in the set, Power Keepers, is going to be heavy. Of course, that doesn't always guarantee you're going to get something, but so far from our most recent openings, people have sent me either pictures or, of course, we did it live on stream of what they pulled. So our most recent one was we had a fossil that pulled a heavy Gengar, which was super sick to get a Gengar Hollow. So hoping that we'll get something good with the Power Keepers. I don't know actually how the weight work necessarily in terms of what you necessarily pull, if it's an EX or a gold star or anything. So it'll be fun to see what that looks like. But yeah, check that out if you want to support the channel, the stream, or just whatever that looks like. Or I should say buy it for my birthday. Duh, I gotta play the birthday card now, right? Isn't that what I'm supposed to do? Yeah, I don't know. I've never been like that. I've always been just like, oh yeah, it's my birthday, cool. So anyway, I guess I'll just I don't know. I've never been very like, I don't know, I'm not saying people that are like super obsessive about birthdays are self-absorbed, but I've just never, I don't know, I've never been that way. And so I'm like, I'm happy to be alive, and that's, I think, of course, something worth celebrating. So, and that's the only reason why I'm like, yeah, it's my birthday, because I'm alive, and thank you, Lord. Yes, sir, Bob says. Yes, sir. John Doe, scalpers must not be happy with ZARP PCs flooding their market retail. No, dude, people are probably pissed. Prices have been going crazy. I told you guys, man, I literally have been saying this forever, to be patient, be patient, be patient, because the prices were going to drop, and, you know, this is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. 190 now on TCG Player. 190. What's it on eBay? What's eBay's RUPC? If we go to Charizard, let's take a look and see what it's like. Charizard Ultra Premium Collection. And let's just take a look and see. So obviously 180 is now pushed to the top. 170, guys. It has dropped even more. 170. 160. 160, ladies and gentlemen. But let's take a look and see, because that seems like must see. Wow. Look at how it's titled. Must see pre-order. Wow, that sounds kind of sketch. That looks kind of sketch. Let's see how much. Let's see if there's anything we're missing out here. No, ton of feedback, man. Oh yeah, 160 right here, ladies and gentlemen. 160 for pre-order. So prices are now down to 160. And I told you guys I said 140 was my new price target in terms of buying because I felt like 160 was too high. So I'm absolutely telling you guys it's gonna drop more. Professor Rowan, thank you so much. Shiva Dog saying, hey, greeting joyfully. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Shiba Dog saying hi. Muhammad says happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Of course, once again, Professor. Thank you, Muhammad. Thank you, Sensa. I really do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Prices are going down so much. Is it moral that my dad gave me vacuum randomly if I go sell it for Pokemon cards? Is it moral that my dad gave me a vacuums randomly? What? Well, a vacuum if I go sell it for Pokemon cards? That is kind of, I don't know how that'd be immoral. What? That's kind of random. Send you DM on Instagram, champ, a code for a special delivery Charizard. Doesn't work for me because I always got errors, but I hope you get to use. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brian. I do appreciate that. I'll check my DM shortly. I'll definitely have to use it then. Do you think all 3 UPC cards will settle down near the same price, or will there one? Oh, no question about it. One's going to be more expensive than the other. No question about it. I mean, if we're just talking about, didn't we have images on it recently on Poke Beach, if I'm correct? I could have sworn I remember seeing images somewhere. Where was it, man? But obviously, I mean, you guys know what it looks like already, obviously. But in terms of the imagery, I think the VMAX is going to be the one that, I think the VMAX is going to be the one that's going to be the most expensive. No question about it. Like, that VMAX alt art design is gorgeous. I think that one will be the most expensive. But who knows? I mean, you get access to all of them the same, but you know how it is. I mean, some people are going to desire obviously more arts than others. But I'm not for some reason pulling it up, but I feel like you guys already know what it looks like, so I don't necessarily need to pull it up on screen. Bob says 160 with free shipping. That's pretty good. I do know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, and that's the thing is this is pretty good, but I still think that it's going to go lower. Like, I am under the impression that you're going to see prices continue to drop even more, you know? Like, 160 is, you know, just the beginning. I think 140 is next. I mean, look, you've got, obviously, that's shipping is expensive there, so we'll just ignore that. But if it wasn't shipping, then it'd be different. But yeah, no, dude, it's a great opportunity. Yeah, it will drop more for sure. I've noticed that there was recently a Cyndaquil plush on PC that was $60, just sold out. It's selling upwards of 120 right now. Even someone sold for 150. Or plushie's popular. Well, it's interesting you asked that question, Codex. I would say that there is some popularity. I mean, John Boy will tell you all about that. He thinks there's definitely a huge market in terms of plushies. So I would personally say so. People do like to collect their plushies. Let's go to Pokemon Center website and just take a general look and see how plushies are. It's just the demand ones, I would say. People just love, just have a love for plushies, man. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, there's just also, they just sell out so quick. It's kind of crazy to me. And they're cool to collect, man. Plushies are pretty cool. Walmart has it for retail, Duke Star said. Oh, wow, really? That's sick. But yeah, I remember seeing people post about that in the Discord here recently. Also, as well, I noticed that the by certain links, you're still able to access the Lance's Charizard on Walmart as well for those people that are interested in that. Kenny says I want it for 90. Man, I mean, there's the demand for you. What's the lowest price you think the sealed packs of the 3 promo Zards will bottom at? The seal, well, I can't tell you on that one, John. I don't know what the, I mean, well, can we even order them right now? If I look up Charizard, will they pop up? Because I imagine they're probably not there yet, right? You've got the Ultra Premium Collection, obviously up for sale. I should probably look up Charizard VMAX. That'll just tell me if it's up even. Okay, so the pre-sale is available for Sword and Shield promo. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to look up Charizard, and then under set line, I'm going to go Sword and Shield, and then promo. And we're going to just take a look and see what the prices are. If it pops up. So obviously you've got the V-Star, which is selling for what looks like roughly around $70-ish, I think. Well, let's take a look. I mean, what do you... Yeah, $70. What? Is it light played? How would you even know that? You can't. It's all in your mint, right? $80. And then the regular V is... What is that? 55 is what it's saying? 55, yeah. So this is exactly kind of how I expected it to go. I figured that the VMAX would be worth more than the V-Star just because the VMAX design is so gorgeous. It has almost like a Godzilla-like theme to it. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a cool art design, but the Godzilla one is just what you want in a Charizard art. Like, look how cool that looks. That looks so wild. That is such a cool Charizard art. I mean, they knew that was going to sell looking at that. They're like, how do we make this, like, just people dumping wallets? You prefer the B-Star? Yeah, and I get that, man. A total personal preference. I just know that from my personal, you know, I would say for me, I was like, oh, I think the VMAX looks the coolest. And obviously pricing it out, it seems to be. Saw a leak that all 3 promos are put together in clear wrap. Hope they don't damage and rub against each other. Interesting to see how quality control plays into promos as well. Zookeeper, probably the same, I would have to imagine, as how it usually is for, just every single promo they do for like ETBs, you know? Like typically speaking, when you have ETBs, you've got like, you've got obviously the clear wrap on like the Charizard V and the EV VMAX. So I have to imagine it's probably going to be roughly around the same. I mean, let's go to PSA real quick and we can actually take a look and see what the pop report is in terms of the PSA 9 spread versus the 10 for Charizard V. So if we just look up Charizard V, it should come up with the promo one, obviously. Charizard Cello pack? Okay, well, I hope it's the Champion's Path one. That reminds me, I wonder what the raw price of it is now. Oh no, those are just literally the packs. I get it now. Here we go. Let's see what the Black Star promo is selling for. Probably near the end, right? Alright, here we go. So look at the spread for the 9 versus the 10. So 10s are obviously extremely easy to get. So I would imagine it's still going to be the same. There's 37,000 PSA 10s for this card. 37,000. That's crazy. 37,000, ladies and gentlemen. 37,000 10s. Wow. Jesus loves me. That's incredible. Plushies are dope. At conventions, places will sell for them for almost double you can get on the Pokemon Center website. There you go. You'd assume a lot more Zard UPCs would get ripped open to try and chasing high-grade promos since they likely won't arrive in best condition after ripping. You'd like to think so, John, especially for those if they have available right now. I want to look into the numbers if it's investable at sometimes. Yeah, definitely look into that, John Boy. That could be something worth checking out. Unpopular opinion, but VMAX looks terrible to me. The V-Star is the best by far. Ain't nothing wrong with that, my guy. Totally get that. Just a note, a downside of buying Charizard singles is that they might not get a 10, if any, cards, because a great card seller might not have it deemed at PSA 10 rather than selling them raw. 1000% PK. That's why, that's exactly what I always tell people. Like, if you're telling me right now that you've got a card that you can either go and grade it and get so much more value at a 10, or you know it's going to get a 9 and it's going to get around the same value, why would you go and grade it at that point, you know? So that's what I think people need to be more conscious of when going and buying raw. My bad, milk slip button. People are interested. I look into some numbers on plushies. What's up, Card Palace? Eli, what's up, brother? Nothing much. How about yourself? Just celebrating the B-Day. Hopefully you're having a good day. 37K, my lord. I know, right, dude? All 3 cards are touching each other in one wrap. That's what I meant. No, I know what you mean, Zookeeper. That there's like going to potentially be erosion because all 3 of the cards are grinding up against each other. I mean, yeah, I guess I see what you're saying. Because with the Charizard V, obviously, there's not a ton of like erosion because it's the only one in there. But I mean, if you think about it, maybe we go with the Celebration set as a whole, and we go Gold Pokeball, or would it be Gold Pikachu? Probably. Maybe a Gold Pikachu promo would be a good example because that's the last instance we had with a promo. Maybe if I look up Ultra Premium Collection, maybe it'll pop up. It'd be under Black Star promos for sure. Under Ultra Premium Collection, and it would be the most recent one. I guess, right? I'm not seeing it. I don't know what I would look for it, but I would have to imagine that it's the Ultra Premium Collection would probably be another good indicator if you're wanting to talk about that. Oh, here we go, right here. So, because these are obviously both in the same pack as well, if I'm correct, right? I'm pretty certain they are. Premium Collection, Ultra Premium Collection, Marnie Premium Collection. Marnie's another one as well, to be fair, the Marnie Premium Collection. I mean, the 9s are pretty equal to the 10s on that because they're also packaged together. And then in terms of the Pokeballs, I guess there is a little bit of a difference, but what about the Pikachu? It's not a massive difference. I mean, so it's possible, but there's still a decent spread, you know? That argument is even real for normal booster packs. I wouldn't be worried about that. That's kind of where my stance is. Geez, $250 a booster boxes each now for Evolving Skies. Oh yeah, baby. Evolving Skies, man, is crazy. Evolving Skies is not slowing down. I told you guys, man. I said after it broke 200, I said I wouldn't be surprised if it shot all the way up and it just keep climbing until we had a reprint. I mean, there's just such a control in the market right now in terms of like pricing wise. I mean, it's a 3 pages of depth and people are just going to want to keep pushing up the value because why not? I mean, why not? What's stopping you from getting prices that high, you know? It's just the name of the game right now. And then, of course, as well, I mean, look at price of Brilliant Star booster boxes. They've slightly slowed down, I guess, in value. I mean, they're what, at 174? So they haven't really climbed that much, but still expensive. Yeah, no, that's just crazy, man. Yo, these V boxes, I know that they obviously tanked initially, but they've still held pretty strong recently in terms of value. I'm not sure if you took a look at the Umbreon Altar VMAX and Altar's Rayquaza. They're absurd right now. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, we can take a look. What is the Umbreon at like 500 now? It's like $1,000. Let's take a look and see. Oh, yeah, that looks nice. That looks nice and spendy. $445 is the cheapest. Wow, who wants that? Rayquaza, obviously. It is in the near mint condition. Jesus loves me. That is crazy. I mean, you're talking over 400 at least. What do you think about Danny Phantom saying with SNV raising retail price, the Pokemon will be less likely to reprint Sword and Shield Air products when retail was less? I don't Hold on, let me think about that for a second, because I want to give a very well thought out response to that statement. I don't want to just give an immediate emotional reaction. He's saying that with Scarlet and Violet raising prices, the Pokemon Company will be less likely to reprint Sword and Shield Air product when retail was less. No, I disagree. And the reason why I disagree is for this. Pokemon Company's #1 priority right now is to make sure that product is affordable for those within the competitive space. If they don't have a way of doing that and prices on product goes up, then obviously they are going to reprint it. It's kind of how, like, if you look at just general product outside of course, your standard booster boxes and stuff, and ETBs, they've been really pushing heavily recently. I mean, this was what yesterday's video was about. They've been really heavily pushing recently to give it to big box retailers, because the market volatility for those specific items is just, it's not healthy, more or less, I would say, in the market, because no one's wanting those specific items. However, in terms of just general like booster boxes and such, I would say that the Pokemon Company is well aware of the high volatility of these items and is wanting to put them in extreme quality control, in terms of making sure that, hey, and quality control, I mean by, like, you know, how much they're printing, not necessarily the condition or quality of the print, but in terms of how the Pokemon Company has just done it historically speaking, if they notice that prices on product are absolutely skyrocketing up and up, then they're going to address that. And I feel like they don't, you know, as much as they want to say Pokemon's, you know, MSRP is $144, a lot of people aren't going to be paying for that, you know, initial price. People are still going to want to pay for that $100 price point, because that's just where they tend to be valued at market, which is why we've seen reprints for products at $144. And you're saying to yourself, why would there be a reprint at $144 when that's, you know, the suggested MSRP? But there's a reason why it's suggested MSRP for a reason. So unless you're saying to yourself you believe that the Pokemon Company is going to just start pushing out all their product on their site for their store, Pokemon Center website, which I highly doubt that. What would their incentive be, right? That they're going to make, you know, better margins on their Pokemon Center website because they're, you know, passing through a distributor and retailer and they're just making full profits on that? No, sure, they could do that in theory, but they're going to make way more money by having people involved in the competitive game. And so that's their main focus. So reprinting product is more heavily focused on the competitive player. That's why when I always talk about rotation in terms of competitive play and why it's important to reprint correlation is because Pokemon doesn't reprint cards unless they're in standard format. You know, it's like, let's say we go into Scarlet and Violet, obviously expectation is sometime probably in February or March of next year. Evolving Skies is more than likely still going to have a chance of getting a reprint, whether it be sometime by the end of this year or whether it be sometime in next year, because the prices on these booster boxes are extremely expensive and there are, not many, but there are some competitively viable cards in the set right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the future you could potentially see some combos of competitively playable cards in this set with new sets. And so Pokemon really wants to be able to allow people to explore that, but you can't explore that if all the cards are extremely expensive in a set. So, you know, same thing goes with Brilliant Star, of course. So Pokemon, I think, cares more about the player than more or less the collector/investor. And don't get me wrong, like, collectors are still an important piece of the hobby, and investors obviously run the hobby. But the player, first and foremost, is what keeps a lot of the local game stores afloat. And Pokemon still obviously wants local game stores because those are places where people get in to compete in tournaments, even though, of course, game stores have been failing at that recently. COVID, of course, has played a huge factor, but I think it'll get better. CH, happy birthday, Eli. Don't drink too little and treat yourself to your favorite set. I appreciate that, brother. Well, I actually don't drink at all, so I'm not someone who usually gets too crazy on birthdays unless I'm gonna give myself some milk and donuts. I don't know, I'm kind of weird. I'm not a big party type. Koga, my man, $20 donation. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. That's so generous. Oh my god, dude, you're making me blush. Thank you so much. Happy birthday from Koga, $20. Thank you, dude. That's so nice of you. Thanks. No, I appreciate that greatly. But yeah, no, yeah, I don't know, guys. I've always been really weird. I played sports all through high school, and obviously was really focused. I shouldn't say really focused, but I also focused a little bit more on my academics. But mainly for me, my days were academics, video games, sports. That was kind of my three things, I would say. I never drank, never smoked, never partied. I don't know, just wasn't my kind of style. So for my birthday, I'm gonna take it easy. Probably just go hang out with some friends, obviously, and my fiance, and we're just gonna take it easy, chill. And then Krispy Kreme donuts, man, that's my go-to for dessert. I absolutely love Krispy Kreme donuts, so I'm a huge fan. CJCH said also just an odd one to look at. Rare candy from Guardians Rising has a giant change in price. Just wondering if you have a hunch why. Guardians Rising rare candy. Let's take a look at it. Let us take a look at it. Where do you find, I'm curious, CJCH, when you see these big price movements, what are you searching through to find this? Like, is it something in particular that you're just like, because first and foremost, you're 1,000% right. There's been a huge increase, but what it caused you to search that, or how did someone else find that out? Were they filtering it in some certain way when looking on TCG Player? Is there another site that specifically follows and tracks values of cards, right? Because here's my problem, I would say, with Pokemon. When you go to just shop all best selling on Pokemon, and you just go to cards, it doesn't show like trending values. It just shows you the volume that it's selling. It doesn't show change in price. I really wish that was something that they could show. I think if I'm correct, Polkadot is planning on doing something like that. I'm not 100% certain, but having something that shows a huge change in data, I think would be crazy cool to see. So, because there are a lot of cards that obviously, like you just pointed out, are huge. Look, page 200. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. Dang, you're really far back. Can you go to 400 or is 200 the end? 200. Dang, that's cool. Milk and donuts? Yeah, babe. Give me, or yeah, dude, babe. Yeah, dude, give me some Krispy Kreme donuts. I mean, it's always good to go with an original warm. That's super good. But I mean, gosh, I'm a huge fan of cream filled. And then I've tried their apple fritter for the first time the other day. Just magnificent, dude. They are so good. I didn't have them back in Bend, but now that I'm in Arizona, it's like so nice. Thanks for the subscription, Brandon. I really appreciate it, brother. Honest, wait, hold on one second. Don't go crazy with sparkling water or root beer then. LO, just make sure you enjoy it. All right, so you're going to think I'm even crazier now, CJ. I don't drink anything other than water. I don't drink coffee. I don't drink soda. I don't drink sparkling water. I don't drink seltzers. I just drink water, occasionally like an orange juice or something, but like occasionally meaning like once every 6 months to a year. And then like occasionally I'll have a milkshake, which is once every 6 months to a year. So I am weird, man. I am weird, but yeah, I will enjoy my water, good sir. I promise you that. I don't drink as well, so I'm right there with you. Right on. Well, your name's Mr. Milk. The milkman indeed. What's your guess for Shining Fate's prices a year from now? Ooh, good question, John. I think a conservative estimate a year from today, what's 10/20? So end of year, I could see Shining Fate's ETBs being worth around, a conservative estimate would be $70. I think that's conservative. I think you could see it go much more, but obviously I'm not here to like, I'm not here to just say it's going to the moon and all those things, you know? Oh, Travis, no you didn't, dude. You just had to one up Koga. Koga did 1999 and you just did 20. Happy birthday. Here's to so many successful PokeTubers and store owner years. Oh, dude. Oh my god, Koga, he's showing you up, dude. Oh, thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate that. Thank you, guys. I really do appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. All right. Wow, y'all are going crazy. Thank you. Oh, wow. Sorry. I'm kind of taken aback by the generosity today. Jeez, I just lost my train of thought. What's going on? Yeah, no, I would say 70 is a conservative estimate. Rare candy should be playable with the return of EXs and S&V. Ooh, good point, Spencer. Good point. But here's the question, though. Sun and Moon era is still out of rotation. So why wouldn't you see rare candy prices go up more in the Sword and Shield era sets? You know what I mean? Because isn't it still banned, technically speaking? That's what I'm saying. If I'm correct. If you ever are in Georgia, you gotta try Sublime Donuts. It's perfection. I'll definitely have to check it out. I'm a huge donut connoisseur. I love donuts so much. That is definitely my like to die for sugar choice. Like I would say that is first, and then cheesecake is second. I love cheesecake so much. But we're talking chains, Krispy Kreme, and then I'm a huge fan of Cold Stone. I love Cold Stone so much. Honestly, I went through what I've searched for a while and searched specifically for them out of curiosity. Hey, man, I mean, that's the thing. You're able to find these things. Yeah, I really do hope Pokedata does add some information like that, because if we can have a way to track, like, what is just seeing random shoot-ups in price and we can make predictions off of what we think's next, I think that'd be awesome. Hey, Koga, I was about to give $20. Now I'm going to seem like a copycat. Well, to be fair, you did. I mean, it definitely seems like you're a copycat, dude. I mean, you straight up were like, oh yeah, Koga gave $19.99. I'm going to give 20. Give a penny more. Probably not on purpose, though, but it's still funny. Do you think PTCG Go special set will continue to fall? I feel like it doesn't. It'd be worth holding some for the future. I mean, either way, I look at it as an investment opportunity collector, whether it does continue to fall or not. I guess the question is, are you talking about the sealed product or are you talking about the cards? Because sealed product-wise, like the ETBs, I mean, you guys have obviously heard my stance on it. ETB-wise, I think that there's just, I mean, guys, 37.3, that's $20 off at wholesale prices, at least from my distributor. I know some distributors sell them for like $30, which, don't get me wrong, that's still a really good distributor price, but from what I'm able to access, this is an amazing price, and I think long-term this would be great pickup for sure. I think it's extremely undervalued. I've talked about this before, I'll say it again. I know this set gets a lot of hate, and it's very much understandable why, but I think just like what happened with Shining Legends, I think this is going to be a set people are going to look back on and be like, this wasn't a bad set. Because Shining Legends, if you're comparing it to Pokemon Go, it's just as crappy of a set, right? You've got, of course, your Rainbow Mewtwo V-Star, your regular Mewtwo, your Dragonite V-Star, the Radiant cards, your Gold V-Star, and then what else are you really excited about, right? Sure, you could say you're excited about the trainers maybe, but are you really getting excited about an Egg Incubator or a Loremod Gold? Or a Conkeldurr Alt Art, right? Like, there's not really much there that you're saying you're getting super hyped about, right? Go to, of course, Shining Legends, kind of look at it from that exact perspective. What are you saying to yourself, right? Sure, you got the Test Tube Mewtwo, which originally when Test Tube Mewtwo first came out, people hated the art design. Same thing goes with your standard, V Alt Art Mewtwo, right? Rainbow Mewtwo GX, Rainbow V-Star GX. Obviously, that one has a gold. This one does have a Shining Mew, which also adds value. But once again, we've got the Shiny Trio in the other set as well. So there's more to love there. Shiny Rayquaza. But if you look at the rest of the set, very, very, I would say, underwhelming. I mean, most people don't really care about a Shining Volcanrock, right? Like, oh, wow, Shining Volcanrock. I just got really excited that I pulled that. Shining, Rainbow Zoroark. Don't get me wrong, I like Zoroark, but I don't think a lot of people are huge fans of that. Shining Genesect. There was just, I feel like there was good cards in the set, but obviously it's a tiny set, comparing it, of course, as well to the Pokemon Go set. And so I think there's definitely a high possibility you could see that also do similarly well long term. Happy birthday, bro. Thank you, Lunir. You share the same birthday as my brother. Mine is next week on the 22nd. Shout out to all the October babies. Shout out to all the October babies indeed. Heck yeah, man. Definitely an awesome month. I love October. I'm definitely blessed to be born in this month. Happy birthday and congratulations with the fiance. Thank you, Patrick. I know I've got a lot going on. Got a fiance, obviously, just turned 24. Got the LGS opening up. It's a good day, man. It's a good week. It's a good year. I'm excited. Lots to come. Too slow, Travis. Got to step up your game. Koga. I work at ATT. That used to be Krispy Kreme. I wish it still was. Yeah, Pokeballs. ATT. What is ATT? I've never heard of it. If TCG had a stock app system on the price change like Robinhood, much as I dislike it, that would not be for. Oh, dude, I could totally see that being a thing. And it's hard because you really want to kind of follow. You want to be able to follow Nintendo, but it's so closely tied to other things. It's really hard to track that. This guy runs on air. I know, every so often I need water. Nothing wrong with H2O. I know, seriously, it's weird. I know, it's weird. If I'm gonna indulge, it's never gonna be drinks. And this might sound weird, but I'm like, all right, I'd much rather drink something that I know is not gonna fill me and it's gonna be 1,000+ calories and tons of sugar, or would I much rather eat something that I'm gonna feel stuffed about and very like content about, right? I'd much rather have a really good like pound burger, like, and when I say pound, like a literal like full pound of meat, and I'm gonna be stuffed with fries, and then I'm just gonna have like a 1,000-calorie milkshake or like a 1,500-calorie milkshake. That's super dense, but you know, you're gonna just, you know, I don't know, weird way to look at it in that regard, but maybe not. With Travis, you just couldn't do 1999, huh? Right? Oh my god, that's so funny. Besides this special set, what's your top 5 performing Sword and Shield era ETBs? Top 5 performing. Okay, so I mean that's hard to say, man, because if we're talking performing, the question I guess you have to I'm asking right now, John Doe, is do I think is going to be the top best performing from current opportunity to buy in, or historically has been the top 5 performing? Because if we're saying historically been the top 5 performing, it's pretty simple. It would be basically the first 5 sets. It would be Sword and Shield base. It would be Champion's Path. It would be Rebel Clash. It would be Vivid Voltage, and then it would be Darkness Ablaze. I would say those would be them. Is there anyone that I'm missing in particular? I don't think so. Actually, I guess I would take Champion's Path out of that, and I would put... Oh, I don't know. Actually, yeah, I'd take Champion's Path, and I would actually put Shining Fates above it, because technically Shining Fates pre-sale did extremely well, but I don't know. I guess I don't know if you take that into consideration. Now, my question, of course, is, are you looking at it now long-term based on current opportunity? Because if you're going off of current opportunity, just look at some of those sets that I just mentioned and how cheap they are because of how Darkness Blade did and Voltage did. Or you're saying to yourself, well, it's a different situation because supply chain issues obviously were a huge factor as to being able to access a lot of those ETB products. So then at that point, you're saying to yourself, well, we've seen history of Shining Fates doing really well. And we know that there's a really good opportunity, of course, to purchase it. It's a specialty set. Historically, specialty sets do well. I think Shining Fates is definitely going to be up there on the top 5 no matter what. I think Pokemon Go ETBs could be there up top 5 if you're talking about current price opportunities. Honestly, I think Vivid Voltage is extremely undervalued since you're able to pick it up in some places for like $32 each. That's a really good price. Obviously Brilliant Star ETBs for the longest time, especially the specialty ones. For these of you guys that are part of the Discord, or if you're not a part of the Discord, I highly recommend joining. We just created a deals channel and people are still posting getting $35 for specialty ETBs, which you can easily go flip and resell right now. So I highly recommend joining the Discord if you haven't already to be able to access that, because specialty ETBs for $35, insane deal. So I gotta give it to that. And yeah, I mean, I'm missing, I guess, one more I would give. I mean, I would love to see Evolving Skies, obviously, if you can get it at 40. I know some people can't access it at 40 at this point anymore. So I don't know if I want to put it up there. I don't know, Chilling Reign's still pretty cheap, or Fusion Strike. I feel like Fusion Strike is still pretty affordable. I think it'll do well, but that's just because I'm a huge fan of the Mew as a character, and I think the Mew artwork's going to do well. I think it's going to be a realized set that people are undervaluing right now as well. Sorry for sneezing. Apologize. Baklava is up there with donuts and cheesecake. Oh god, I'm going to sound so dumb. Baklava. I think I know what that is. That's the... Yes, it has pistachio in it. I do like baklava. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a really good... like, it's got a really good flavoring to it. I think consistency-wise, though, I wish baklavas had more cream to it. Because in terms of the overall flavoring, I do like it. I do like it. It has that nice... but also, I love nuts. So I think the sweetness with it is really good. And with the kind of very... I don't want to say earthy... I don't know if that sounds gross, but the, like, earthy consistency. But I think cream would add a lot more to it. Also just sold my SDC for $50, reordered another one as well as a few triple. Dude, I'm telling you guys, I don't know why I'm not doing that. I feel dumb. Maybe it's because right now liquidity's tight because I've been buying a bunch of packs for the mystery packs. And so a good portion of my liquidity has gone into that, but I feel like I should still do it. It's like $25 for you know, an Arceus to be shipped for free shipping, and then the card, like, why not? Koga, who the heck does 99 cents increments? What the heck is this? This isn't Target. That's so funny, Drew. He's like, I'm gonna make Eli feel like, yeah, that is kind of funny. Why 19.99? That's funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I need to start doing that, Redden. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If you ever go to Colorado, there's a great donut place called Hertz Donuts. They are fire. Is that a joke? I can't tell if he's kidding or not. Cause I don't know if you've ever heard the joke where it's like, you ever been to Hertz Donuts? What's Hertz Donuts? And then you punch them in the nuts and they say Hertz Donut. And you're just like, it's so dumb. I can't tell if he's kidding. Oh no, it's an actual chain. John Boy says it's in Iowa too. Oh, okay, so it's real. It's not just a meme. That's so funny. I thought as long as a copy of Rare Candy was in rotation, you could still play a copy as long as the real box was the same. Rare Candies get reprinted on the Pogo set. Yeah, that's a good point, Spencer. I mean, that's what I would assume, but maybe not. That was not an option in KP Koga set. Oh my god. Everyone calm down. It was only a penny wrong. Well, I guess you're just going to have to know that Travis is just always a penny more. I love how, of course, Travis and Koga are going back and forth, and John Boy just immediately just says, wrench fight. Isn't the rotation letter different on the Pokemon Go one? Let's take a look at that and see if the rotation letter is different. I don't know, actually. I don't want to speak on that, but I don't think so. I mean, it's F, so no, it's not different. It's just part of the F standard rotational format. Because we're in D and E and F right now, technically. We were supposed to be in E and F, but obviously Pokemon Company pushed back rotation, so now it's D, E, and F, which is, I think, the first time historically we've ever had 3 letters in a rotation, so... but no, F is appropriate. That's what it should be. Hey now! You want some, John Boy? Yeah, John Boy just got in the middle of it, wants the smoke. The Radiant Kanto Stage 2s are better. The Radiant Kanto Stage 2s. Why am I not understanding that? The Kanto Stage 2s are better? Radiant? Are you talking about, like... Why am I dumb? What Radiant Stage 2 Kanto are you referencing? Are you talking about, like, a Typhlosion? Oh, like, I don't know of anyone's... The Radiant, right? I don't think we've had any Radiant Kanto Stage 2 Pokemon. Maybe I'm dumb. Oh, I'm dumb. Kanto, right. Yes, the trio. I don't know why I was thinking Johto for some reason. Yeah, I mean, then there's definitely going to be... I think there's an appeal to it for sure. Dead Guy says, happy birthday. I just want to thank you for providing such informative streams. I appreciate that. Well, thank you for supporting and stopping by, my guy. Jim Wilson also says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Brian says, have a good day, everyone. Happy birthday, Eli. Please let me know if the code that I sent you works. Take care, champ. Thank you, brother. I do greatly appreciate that. John Boy. CJ says, man, I wish Pokemon Go exclusive ETBs were lower price. 65 MSRP is too much. I 100% agree. That's why I like just the standard ETBs, because they're at a way better price. I love nuts and I want more grief. Get out of here, John Boy. Joe says, happy birthday. Thank you, Joe. What collection boxes would you scavenge for packs right now? I've been getting cheap Bolt-on V boxes lately. I don't know. It really just depends. I would say that with the more recent tins that are going to be released, they have some new tins that are releasing that have 2 Evolving Skies in it. So, yeah, no, Joe, I just messed up. That was my bad. Kanto's Gen 1. Sometimes you mix them up, you know. But yeah, no, I would say what boxes lately am I looking at? Yeah, the new tins, depending upon the price of what those are going to be at when they release. I think they are released right now. I'm not 100% certain. I mean, gosh, what sealed product-wise? I mean, let's look at just best-selling for now, and let's just take a look. I'm going to scroll through sealed product best-selling, and I'm going to let you know what I think just general product outside of booster boxes has really good opportunity. So, the Voltage booster box has actually been going down in price, which is quite peculiar. Quite peculiar to see. Professor Juniper, it's for how many packs you get, it's still too expensive in my opinion. But yeah, the Hidden Potentials tin. I mean, is that a good price? I mean, if you go to Walmart, man, they're doing a trio bundle deal, which I think is actually a pretty good snag. This will probably go more down in price, I'd like to imagine. I mean, at one point it was going for 45 bucks back in September. That's crazy, bro. For a 3 set? Man, but that was because we didn't know what the packs were in it. Imagine if you got in at that price again. I would like to see it go down to that price again, because that'd be awesome. That's an opportunity, of course, with the hidden potentials to be able to get really cheap stuff in it, because it has 2 Evos in it. But I'd be on the lookout for that, I would say. V-Star battle boxes are way too expensive, in my opinion. Just not even close to worth it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I would say just keep an eye out on those for now. I mean, the Divergent tins, I guess, are the other variation. They come with pretty similar packs. Instead, they don't have Lost Origins in them. They have more Astral, which is why they're cheaper. But they still have 2 Evolving and a Brilliant, if I'm correct. So, you know, that's something, I guess, worth it. Poke TCG Scanner is an app that shows the biggest moves and prices like they were asking about earlier, possibly behind the paywall though. Interesting. Do you know how much the paywall is, Collector? I'll look into that. What is everyone talking about with STCs and codes and whatnot? So Travis, basically what's happening is, if you don't already know, you've got the Charizard codes that you can get right now on eBay. So like the special delivery Charizards, they're selling for I think 50, 60 bucks on TCG Player, and you can go buy the codes for $10, and it says 1 per household, but that refreshes each and every week. So literally, if you go on to Pokemon Center website, buy like an Arceus V-Box, and then put in your code, you then get both sent to you, and then you can sell your Charizard, and you basically get the Arceus box for free, and a little bit more cash to go buy your next one, and you just keep rinsing and repeat each and every week after it resets, and allows you to order more. So it's kind of crazy, man. Just got here. But did you see the STC code on eBay went from $4 to $11 in the past couple of days? I did notice that, man. Prices are definitely going up on those. Yeah, I mean, $4 cheap, considering how much the just standard card is going for. Costco doing bundle deals on the tins? Yeah, Antonio for sure. I would say bundle deals on Costco are still the best one, because they're doing a 3-piece of it. But I think it's for 60 bucks though, is it not? For all 3? Or how much is it for? I forgot. I remember doing the math, and the price came down to like $3.25 a pack, so... Stop it. Man, I regret having honey. I thought at first it was a good deal, and then I now regret it. Goodbye, honey. Literally never use it. I think it's about $10 a month for the TCG Scanner app. Dang, that's expensive. I mean, that could be potentially worth it if you are able to catch volatility waves quick. They're up on eBay for more now, but I would try best offers on some sellers for SDC codes. I mean, let's take a look and see what we're looking for in terms of special delivery Charizard. So, yeah, I mean, these are the recent sales. I don't know why someone... I mean, but to be fair, you can save up to 20% when you buy more. 10% when you buy more. Yeah, man, why don't people just best offer it? I don't know. Or best offer. I mean, yeah. More than 10 available. I don't know, man. I don't know. Kind of weird. I think those Costco tins were 65, but online they're 75. See, and even 65, I don't remember. Was it 3 or 4 tins that it came with? I can't remember. Can't remember if it was 3 or 4 or not. I mean, obviously, if you can get it for, if it's 4, then it's a good deal, but because then you're paying 60 or 15 a 10, but I can't remember. I think it was 3. I'm not 100% certain though. But then if you're saying if it was 3, no, there's no way. It had to have been 4. If you're saying 65, because then otherwise I would have never looked that way. Yeah, exactly. It's 4. Because if you're doing 4 at 65, then you're paying basically $16 a tin almost, roughly. $16.25. Which is a good deal. That's a good deal. I like it. Didn't think Costco tins were that great of a deal when I checked them out, passed on them. I mean, it's a good deal when you look at everything else on the market. In terms of the fact that they, if I'm correct, a lot of people were saying they did come with 2 Evolving Skies in each one of the tins. I could be off on that, but that's what I saw. Because at that point, it's worth it. STC codes were selling for $3 a few days ago. Back since it skyrocketed because they announced the last wave of codes. There you go. People are panicking. Makes sense. FOMO is starting up. Codes aren't accepted end of year, and they just stopped releasing codes with months to go until end of year. Prices will be interesting to watch. Yeah, I still haven't used my code, man. I still literally have 1 code to use, and I just haven't bought anything from the Pokemon Center website. I don't know why. I'm dumb and I haven't, but I probably should. I should probably at least just buy something. Oh, what's on the whiteboard? He says. Oh, let me see what it says. Let's see, Holly wrote her name in diamond, and then outside of that, as you guys can see, it says Holly. So there's that. She wrote her name, it says Holly, and then just a bunch of numbers. Fire sale STC by Christmas. I definitely would not be surprised if you saw that. Is it true we can recycle the codes by using different address? You can't recycle the codes, Lunier, but you can, well, I guess you have to buy a new code that hasn't been used. So in terms of recycling, yes, that's something you can do. But in terms of using the same code recycling, no. I opened one of the new tins and it came with 2 Evolving Skies booster packs. Yeah, exactly, Antonio. New tins got the Evo Skies packs. So, and that's what you want, man. If you can get Evo Skies packs on tins, that's the play, hands down. I think it's cool that they've got the specialty plushes. John, what's the play? Do you want 6-inch, 8-inch, or do you want 13.75 inch in terms of plushies, or 15? Like, what would you say is the perfect size for plush? Or at least, what do you think most people care about? Because, man, 15 or jumbo is what they're considered. Wow, 47-inch plush. That's $420. $450 for an Arcanine plush? That's crazy. $450 for a Spheal? Jesus loves me. That's so expensive. That feels like so much money. Sorry, y'all. I meant fire sale STC codes by Christmas because they expire. Oh, no, that totally makes sense, Pika. I know exactly what you mean. I wish I stocked up on codes when they were still under $4. Now, the cheapest I could find was $10. Yeah, fire sale will definitely happen, no question about it. Yo, we talking plushies? We are, bro. What's the best one to get for the prices? Here's the Cyndaquil, $60 right here, sold out quick. I guess it's the 19 and the 22 that people seem to like the most. Or it's the obviously cool, the like high demand ones. 45-inch for $35? That doesn't seem right. There's no way. That seems way too cheap for how big it is. But yet this one's $400 and it's a 31-inch. Can someone explain to me why this is the way it is? This is really confusing. Or am I reading it wrong? Why is it this is 26 inches and this is 31 inches and it's just 50 or 5 inches more and it's worth so much more? Eli, I heard you can use your codes twice if when you got to use it, enter it into 2 different devices. Same time though, your account and 1 guest checkout after a week of your first again. I will have to look and see how you can do that because that'd be sweet. the page still up on your device, so every week you have to use a new different card. That's a fat Pikachu. That is a fat Pikachu, Coca. I don't know. That's weird, man. Huh, so you can use it twice. When you go to use it, enter it into 2 different devices at the same time. One at guest checkout, and then after a week of your first order again. Okay, so basically what you do is you put them in 2 separate devices. You use one, it's still in checkout on your other device. Then you check out with it after a week. That makes sense, actually, how you can like schematize the system there. I mean, that makes sense to me. Sitting cuties are hot right now. What are sitting cuties? I see sleeping Pokemon. Oh, they've got a substitute? That's kind of cool. Man, there's so many sold out plushies. Wow. Didn't realize plushies sold out so fast. Except for the overpriced ones. No one wants a $500 plushie. Why is the Giratina one not sold out? I feel like the Giratina would be sold. Or a Luxray. Or an Eoscue. $45 for an 18-inch Giratina. That seems like a good deal, is it not? But more or less, yes, Chris. Other than like John Doe was saying in terms of the glitch to do it. The seasonal ones tend to sell higher. Interesting. Wiles says, "Happy birthday, Eli." Thank you, Wiles, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. John Boy, $45 18-inch Giratina. Doesn't that seem like a good sitting cutie tan under plushes? Oh, interesting. Have you seen the Graffiti Chew plushies that are exclusive to a physical location Pokemon Center? I have not, man. I mean, I'm literally just learning about the plushies market right now as we talk about it. I've always heard it, but I mean, I've never really known what the market really is for it. Obviously, there seems to be a market off of just the Pokemon Center website. How do you get access to this distro-wise, John Boy? Because that's kind of crazy, bro. I gotta wonder, right? Let's just use Trico, for example, right? If I just go Trico Poke Plush and I just look that up here, right? How much is that going for? It's not even popping up. Maybe not Trico. We don't look Trico. Obviously, we were told the Cyndaquil was super expensive, so maybe we'll look that one up. Cyndaquil. Man, why can't I even find that one? Where are they selling for all these prices that you guys are saying? Because I cannot literally find them when I even search it. Oh, Gigantamax plushie. That's kind of cool. I want the Gengar watch. I mean, dude, I would love to get a specialty watch. That would be cool, actually. Do they have that? Oh, dude, they've got a fossil watch. That's pretty sweet. It's $300, but that's still cool, dude. That's pretty nice. They said they have a Gengar one. Sheesh, dude. That's crazy. Dang, dude. That is crazy cold. That's pretty sweet. The League plush kind of got me. It's cool. It's definitely cool. A few weeks back, I ordered a 2-pack tin bundle from Sam's Club, $20, 9 packs in total. They still have one variation that's $25 for those packs. Not too bad. So wait, hold on one second. It's a 2-pack tin bundle from Sam's Club for $20 for the bundle? Am I hearing this correctly? Because if that's true, that's an insane deal, dude. I'll start a plushies investment channel, call it PokemartUSA. Eli, I sold like 20 boxes of ES when they were at 145, bought at 115 average to fund my Amazon business. I thought since they were so volatile and I will be in print for a while, I could buy back later. I mean, Travis, good for you, man. Obviously, it would have been nice to be able to have sold it for 250, but hindsight is 20. You know, hindsight, you never know in terms of those things. So you sold at 185, you bought at 115, my guy. You got a good cash out, my guy. Shout out to you on that one. That's still sick, and I do think there'll be a good opportunity at some point to go buy back again. So I think it was a good decision. I don't think it's ever a bad decision pulling money off the table. My sister is a butt cheeks on Pokemon, but they claimed they're working more on it. I'm excited for the Funkos. Wait, I am really confused by what that sentence has to do with your sister and Pokemon. What? Did I make the right move, or should I have sold something else? No, you made the right move. Never get upset about taking profit off the table. That's just emotions and greed at that point getting to you. If you see the price goes all the way up to 250 and you're like, oh man, oh, I shouldn't have done it. Like, sure, we could have made the argument, Travis, that, you know, let's say hypothetically speaking, you sold, I don't know, let's say hypothetically speaking, you could have waited not knowing until when the next reprint happened. You could have made that decision instead, but the question is, did you sell after the first initial reprint that we had back in August that was tiny and the prices dropped momentarily and then skyrocketed, or did you just sell off recently and you sold at 185, you know, as a total net profit in terms of, you know, not having to deal with all the fees? Distro. That is a weird autocorrect there, John Boy. Plushies are worse than ETBs when it comes to money to storage space. Oh, I can understand that. The basic question is, will ES keep getting printed? No, of course it totally will. I mean, I never shut up about that. You know that, Travis. Yeah, that's sold out. They have one variation left, but it's $25. For some reason that one wasn't put up on a sale as much as the other two. I mean, that's still an amazing deal, RD. I mean, let's say even if you aren't getting Evo and you're getting the tins for $12.50 a piece, and they're what? Are the tins that they come with 9 packs total, you said? I mean, 25 divided by 9, my guy, is still $2.77. It's still an incredible deal. If you even get one Evo out of that, it's worth it. I sold right before the small reprint. I mean, that makes sense. That was the right move then, Travis. Because if you didn't know if the prices were going to obviously tank a ton, like we've seen historically, that was still the right play. Obviously, if you could have bought back in on flash sale prices at 120, then that would have been a really good buy up after having bought them initially at 115. But obviously, if you didn't want to, I can understand that because there potentially could have gotten down more. But you'll have a good opportunity to get in later down the line. I wouldn't worry about it. John Boy's distro. So your sister works with distro? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm really confused. Oh yeah, I'm not upset per se. I just want to hear about your take on it, I guess. Yeah, no, for sure. I think that's fine. No, I think if we're talking about overall decision making, this is what I would have done if I were you. You bought at a good price. You sold at the right time. I would have just bought back on the dip, and I would have probably, if I could have bought at around 120-ish, 125, maybe even pushing 130, and then that would have just been the next play. But considering you didn't do that, that is a-okay. You still walked out with profit. You still walked out with extra capital, and you're always going to have more opportunities, so it's never a bad thing. You played the right trade move, I would say. You did the right play from bought at a good price, selling at a good price. So I think you did good, man. Nothing to say other than that. What did you sell on, though? I'm just curious how much it ate into your margins, if that was just gross 185 or if that was net. Obviously, because TCG player is ruthless when it comes to taking with fees. Oh my god, they're really selling people that this right now. I'm curious. This is the best cards to invest in for Pokemon and from Pokemon Go TCG. I don't get what this article is. It says this is a really confusing thing. Yeah, I couldn't buy back in with the reprint because I invested all my money in Amazon. Nothing wrong with that, my guy. Nothing wrong with that. One thing I also wanted to mention to everyone, I sold Mercari, so after fees, the shipping, I think it was $155 exactly. So you made what, $40 a box? That's great, bro. Nothing about my system. Come on, boy. What percentage is the fees on TCG? I know eBay is like 12 to 15%. That's basically what it is, James. But one thing I did want to say though to you guys is, so I know I usually go for 2 hours, but I'm gonna go for an hour and a half this time around. So we've got about a couple more minutes left before I start wrapping things up. I know it sucks. I didn't want to, of course I don't like to end things early, but I do have some things planned for the birthday with the fiance and then one of my buddies. So I want to, of course, still enjoy the rest of my birthday, but I wouldn't be without, of course, me once again finishing up with answering your guys' questions that you may have, and then of course making sure, as always, to remind you guys to leave a like, comment down below, and then check out and subscribe, and check out our website as well. John Boy, did anyone else hear a doorbell? Well, that goes to show that this mic can pick up noise from all the way downstairs in the house, because that's what that was. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, there was a doorbell. Win some, lose some. A year ago, I bought 14 booster boxes, half evolving. Skies Vivid. ES is more than doubled since, and VV has barely moved. It's the name of the game, man. That's why we look at it from a long-term approach. Trax says, happy birthday. Thank you, Trax. I appreciate it, brother. Thanks for stopping by. I'm bummed you came a little bit late, but I'm still glad to see you here. Don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but everyone should move to Mercari. I mean, you think Mercari is just better in terms of fees? You got this virtual hug. Dang, Trax out here with the virtual hugs. I appreciate that, brother. Video call? What? But yeah, no, I would definitely say that it was a good decision on your part. Mercari, I'm curious what you like about Mercari more. Obviously, there's probably a fee structuring that you like better. Way more user-friendly than eBay and Amazon, etc. Makes sense. Happy birthday, Eli. Thank you, Collector Vendor. I appreciate that. Anyone got their CUPC from PC canceled? Apparently they may have been happening to some. I've definitely heard some people say that. Been lurking and driving me a happy birthday before you leave. Thanks, pleb. I appreciate that as always. Happy B-Day. Thank you, Travis, again. All right, my guy. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you too, Travis. Obviously, like I said before, congrats again on the good decision, in my opinion. Way more user-friendly than eBay and Amazon. I understand that for sure. Quiet Kid, hi. Sonic with the Secret Sugar, hi. Hello, you two. Came in at the wrong time, man. We're just finishing up. Sadly, we're just finally wrapping things up. But yeah, make sure, of course, guys, UPC Ultra Premium Collection. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, and then, of course, gotta always mention it. We're doing Silver Tempest break packs the following week after the release date. And then our PokemartUSA mystery packs. If you haven't already checked them out, please do on our website. They're awesome. Awesome mystery packs, the best we've done so far. Super excited about that. But yeah, I would say as far as it goes, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're just going to end it here. Thank you guys all once again so much for stopping by and supporting the stream and being there for me and on my birthday. I've had a very fun and enjoyable time hanging out with you guys. So thank you all